Good morning, everyone. May I have your attention, please? Isn't it a wonderful day? Thank you. My name is Pete Urshan, and I am the Interim Associate Dean and Executive Director of the Office of Accessibility and Accommodations. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Pacific University's special commencement ceremony. We'll start the ceremony in a few minutes, and so I encourage you all to find a seat. For those who wish, we encourage you to wear your masks if that makes you feel more comfortable today. We'll begin our special commencement ceremony with a formal procession led by drum and bagpipes. They will be entering from the north of the stage, so once you hear the bagpipes, please rise as you are able, while our alumni, faculty, and platform party process into the ceremony. If you plan to take photos during the ceremony, please do not block the aisles. Guests wishing to view the ceremony indoors by live video broadcast may proceed to Washburn Hall, the University Center, also to the north and to my left. There's a map on the back of your program. The ceremony is live streamed and may be viewed on your personal electronic device as well. American Sign Language is also available. The program includes a QR code for the live stream link. It's on the back of the last page. A recording and information regarding graduate portraits will be available after the ceremony at that same link. Following the ceremony, immediately, graduates of our undergraduate programs may make their way to Old College Hall for the sign, shake, and ring if they wish to participate in that tradition. There's a map on the back of your program, again as a reminder. If circumstances arise that require a change in programming, such as a change in weather, please remain seated if it's safe to do so and listen for instructions. So with that, the time is just about upon us to start the ceremony. Please take your seats and enjoy all of the pomp and circumstance. Thank you.
Good morning. I call the August 2022 special commencement ceremony to order. Please be seated, and thank you.
Once again, good morning. So yesterday I started off with Happy Commencement Day. You've all done that. So I'm declaring today, August 14th, happy, I'm so proud to call you all my fellow Alumni Day. My name is Jenny Coyle, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as your new president of Pacific University. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and alumni, I'm pleased to welcome you back home to this special commencement ceremony to honor each and every one of you, our alumni who were not able to participate in a true commencement ceremony due to the restrictions. You all know why. It was not lost on us, for everyone else who's sitting here, who I haven't addressed yet, that you experienced heartbreak as families by not being able to participate in an in-person ceremony last year or the year before. And we want to celebrate as families all of the academic achievements that these fine individuals up here have accomplished. So we're here to just do that. We especially welcome the families and friends of our honored alumni from the classes of 2020 and 2021 who are here to help all of you and all of us celebrate. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your support of these special alumni as they completed their academic journeys, do I need to say, during particularly challenging times. As we get started, please join me in recognizing John Goff, Jeff Brewer, and Robert McKendrick, the pipers and drummer who led our procession this morning. Thank you for providing such a spirited entrance. We also wish to thank our ASL interpreters, Kevin Raskin and Katie Thiesing, for providing these valuable services for our guests today. Thank you. Now everyone, please rise and look to the flag on the left of the stage while Pacific Class of 2023 student Alexis Walker leads us in our national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. So once again, welcome everyone, and to the members of the class of 2020 and the class of 2021, congratulations. We were proud of you a year and 2 years ago, and we continue to be very proud of each and every one of you. It is a pleasure to stand here before you as your president, and I'd like to honor and recognize the people whose land we stand on, that I have learned on, that I worked on, and that I now lead on. Let us acknowledge the people of the Atfalati bands of the Kalapuya, also known as the Tualatin, who are now part of the Confederate tribes of Grand Ronde. We appreciate and express gratitude to the ancestors and their descendants, past, present, and future. May we honor their history, reflect on their continued connection to this land and the water, and embrace the rich experiences and practices of all Indigenous people in our Pacific communities. I now invite Class of '67 alumnus, Reverend Frank W. Baldwin, United Church of Christ, to offer the invocation.
President Coyle, distinguished faculty, resourceful administrators, faithful benefactors, proud parents, loyal friends, and amazing graduates, congratulations. I am Frank Baldwin, an alumnus of Pacific University since 1967, and for over 50 years, an ordained minister in the United Church of Christ. It is a privilege and a joy for me to offer the invocation to this commencement. Those who founded and sustained Pacific University and all those who have taught and learned here have faced crises and obstacles in their times. These challenges, educational, financial, spiritual, aspirational, have often appeared to be nearly insurmountable. There have been wars, epidemics, depressions, fires, political, religious, and curricular disagreements, crises of leadership and overtaxed resources. There were years in the 19th century when the entire student body numbered fewer than 20. But perhaps no student generation before this one has been confronted with so many serious challenges and crises within the course of a mere 2 years. And yet, through all the limitations, restrictions, uncertainties, adaptations, and hardships necessitated by the pandemic, through racial injustices, cultural wars, and economic distress, devastating wildfires, social unrest, and almost unimaginable political chaos, through online and hybrid classes, vaccinations and masking requirements, and 2 regrettably deferred commencement ceremonies, you have endured and persevered, discovering your powers, creating community, inventing solutions, staying the course, and arriving finally at this long-awaited and well-deserved ceremony of graduation and commencement. Many of us will be conscious today of those we have lost in these recent months and years. The family members and friends, the colleagues, neighbors, and others close to us who would have given anything to be here with us to celebrate your graduation. Just so, before concluding with a prayer, may we pause together now for a moment of silent reflection to honor and remember them. Holy presence, never far from us in times of trial and rejoicing, inspiring our quest for wisdom and truth, moving among us in the struggle for a just and sustainable world, challenging us to explore the heights of grace and gratitude, community and compassion, mercy, grace, forgiveness, and love. Thank you for these new graduates and the knowledge and hope, the courage and creativity the plans and commitments that they carry forward into their lives. Thank you for all those who have taught and learned with them, enabled and empowered them, befriended and accompanied them to this day of accomplishment and celebration. Thank you for this day, for the opportunities, abilities, adventures, relationships, and celebrations that have come our way through Pacific University to remain with us in all the days and years ahead. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Baldwin. I'm Ann Barr Gillespie, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Pacific University. The members of our platform party consist of the officers, deans, and directors of the university, as well as special guests. Will the members of the platform party please stand and be recognized? Thank you all for being here with us today to support these alumni. I would now like to introduce Mr. Mark Franson, Chair of the Pacific University Board of Trustees, who will offer an official welcome on behalf of the trustees. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Mark Franson.
Thank you, Dr. Barr Gillespie. Dr. Coyle, congratulations on your appointment as president of Pacific. You have the full support of the board for great success in the future. And Dr. Halleck, thank you for your exceptional leadership, and we wish you a very happy retirement. On behalf of the Pacific University Board of Trustees, it is my honor to congratulate you, the alumni of the classes of 2020 and 2021, on your achievements. We are so happy to have this opportunity to honor your academic journey and to finally share an in-person ceremony with you. Each of you should take great pride in what you have accomplished, and we hope that you have felt the support of the Pacific University community in your journey so far. On behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, we wish you continued abundant opportunity and success in your life wherever your ambitions take you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mark. And now it is my distinct pleasure to welcome back to the podium our 18th president, Dr. Jenny Coyle. Dr. Coyle is the first alumna to be appointed to this position. Prior to being selected as Pacific's president, she served as the Dean of the Southern California College of Optometry at Marshall B. Ketchum University from 2019 to 2022, and the Dean of the Pacific University College of Optometry for 12 years prior to that. She is a contributing editor for Primary Care Optometry News, a fellow in the American Academy of Optometry, and a diplomate in the section on cornea and contact lenses. In 2009, she was inducted into the National Academies of Practice. Dr. Coyle was elected the first woman president of the Association of Schools and Colleges of Optometry for 2 terms and currently serves on the board of directors of the American Academy of Optometry. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished president, Jenny Coyle.
Thank you, Ann. Good morning again, everyone. Once again, welcome to the 2022 special commencement of Pacific University. I'm delighted that I'm actually able to be here and share this occasion with some of our most recent alumni of Pacific University, and I especially, once again, want to express my appreciation to the family and friends who are here today to witness this momentous event. I've been exactly where you are. Well, my journey was a little different. We had an in-person ceremony. But I also know what it feels like to be in the background as a parent. I was a student who remembers what it feels like waiting to walk across the stage, a parent of 2 students, actually, earning their degrees here at Pacific, a faculty member who cheered on our students. I've watched our students struggle, but ultimately, we come to this day where we watch them succeed. It's an incredibly special day, and I am truly, truly honored to share the occasion with all of you. Commencement's an opportunity to pause, take a deep breath, and celebrate. While you might have been able to do that to a certain extent with our virtual ceremonies held in 2020 and 2021, today you have the chance to do that again and reflect on the path you've traveled. It's important for all of us to share such occasions with those who have supported us along this journey, because as you know, none of us accomplishes any of this on our own. We stand on the shoulders of those who came before us, either on the land that we acknowledged earlier, or in the profession or vocation or life or whatever it is you choose to do that you have entered and are re-entering, and in the families that have shaped who we are. We know that some of the heroes of your academic journeys were members of this amazing group over here to my left, the faculty of Pacific. They dedicated their hearts and their lives to the promise of education, and as well as the process of your growth and your development. So please, let's take a moment and recognize our faculty. These are the individuals who committed themselves to trying to minimize disruptions in your academic experience while showing amazing care for our students and our community. With the faculties of the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Health Professions, the College of Optometry, the College of Education, the College of Business, and the university libraries, please stand and be recognized. We all thank you for a job well done. You may be seated. While it is you, our alumni, who in the moment will walk across the stage and celebrate the countless hours you invested in your education, I know that you're all aware of this journey was also made possible by the love and support of your family and friends. Maybe they provided financial support. Maybe they cooked dinner for you when you were just way too tired. Maybe they were that shoulder you cried on when you didn't think you could take another step. Alumni, that's all of you up here, would you please stand and turn and face your family and friends in the audience? Now, this is what President Halleck used to refer to as our interactive portion of the ceremony. Would the parents of these alumni please rise as you're able and remain standing? Would the spouses, partners, significant others, children, and are there any grandchildren of the alumni? Please rise as you're able and remain standing. And now would the grandparents, sisters, brothers, aunts, and uncles of the alumni please rise as you are able and remain standing. Finally, if you are a cousin, a friend, or any other supporter of these alumni, please rise as you're able and remain standing. Alumni, I want you to look around. You're surrounded by love and support. Everyone is here today because they believe in you, because they're incredibly proud of you, and because they wish you well. Remember this moment and draw on the power of this connection as you move forward in life and face its inevitable challenges. Now, would everyone please join me in congratulating all of those who have supported these alumni and who make this day possible. Thank you all very much. You may please be seated. So I vividly remember graduation day, both as a student and the joy of experiencing it twice as a parent. I remember the excitement and the joy, the impatience for the speeches to end so I could finally hear what I've been waiting for, my name, as I crossed the stage. The little bit of apprehension that I would somehow trip on the stage. And even the bittersweet nostalgia of looking back at a chapter of my life that was closing. Maybe you're feeling some of that today. Maybe you're in a place where you aren't exactly sure what comes next. Or maybe you're just positioning yourselves for some big leaps or some next great adventure. Here's my hope for you, no matter where you find yourself today. I want you to go find your bliss. My own Pacific experience quite literally changed the course of my life. At no point in high school, when I was considering a career in optometry, did I think, someday I'll teach college and be a professor or a dean. And even when I became a professor, I never imagined someday I would be president of my beloved alma mater. But Pacific is the place where I say I discovered who I was, where I discovered new things that I love to do, where I found mentors and colleagues who opened my eyes, it's a little optometry joke, and new ideas, and where I learned that learning is never finished. You too, you'll find that your degree, and you may already have experienced this, and all that you learned along the way, the relationships that you developed here, do influence the trajectory of your life. They continue to open a door to new possibilities and new opportunities and new dreams you never, ever imagined you could have. Proof in point. I hope you use all of those tools that these amazing individuals provided for you, the skills and the knowledge and all of the relationships that you gathered during your time at Pacific to pursue those opportunities and dreams and go forward on a path that brings you bliss. You'll also find that you have new opportunities to make a mark on the world. As humans, we all have moments when we're called up to serve, help, and care for other people. Our mission at Pacific is to inspire students to think, care, create, and pursue justice in our world. I hope that as you go forth, you embrace every opportunity to live out this mission in your own lives, and it also becomes your avocation. Finally, I hope you'll stay connected with us, with each other, and with everyone at Pacific. The person who first inspired me was a Pacific alumnus, and many of the mentors I've had saw me through school and continued to shape my career. Just because your time as a student finished a year or two ago doesn't mean your time with us is over, and you've proven that by coming back and coming home today. So continue to come back and visit. Let us know about your successes and about all of your milestones. Even those moments when things don't go as planned, we're here to continue to hold you up. You'll always be a part of the Pacific family. So on behalf of the faculty, the staff, and members of the Board of Trustees, we are all incredibly proud of you. We commend your accomplishments so far, and we wish you the best in everything that lies ahead. Thank you, and once again, congratulations. At this time, I'm going to reintroduce to you someone who's been very special. She was your president, Dr. President Emerita Leslie Halleck. Dr. Halleck began serving as president of Pacific University in 2009, following a distinguished 32-year career at Oregon Health Science University. She led Pacific University through a period of unparalleled growth and strength, and her tenure has included some of the most successful fundraising years in Pacific's history. President Halleck has overseen the expansion of academic programs in the liberal arts and sciences, education, health professions, and optometry, as well as the establishment of the Pacific University College of Business, the university's first PhD programs, and the growth of athletic programs. Many of us know how fortunate Pacific was to have Dr. Halleck in leadership during a global pandemic, as she received her doctoral degree in molecular biology and conducted extensive research programs in molecular virology. She's authored numerous publications in tumor virology and viral genome structure. Leslie and her partner manage a 20-acre farm in Scappoose. You might know or might not know they raise beef cattle and caring for other animals in their retirement. I heard she also does a lot of people's taxes. We're thrilled to have her as our keynote speaker and at today's ceremony to be back with all of you. And I'm especially grateful to have her as my mentor and my friend. So please join me in welcoming President Emerita, Dr. Leslie Halleck.
Thank you, President Coyle, Chairman Franston, dear colleagues, esteemed faculty, family and friends of our graduates, and most of all to you, our former students and now Pacific alumni of the classes of 2020 and 2021. I'll stray from my script for a minute and confess that I don't think I've ever failed to choke up when I hear pomp and circumstances begin and I watch students come in, but I don't think it was ever quite as powerful as it was today. I'm delighted to be here to honor you graduates who persisted in obtaining your education under very challenging times, as you've heard several times today. We know this celebration today is not the equivalent of a traditional face-to-face ceremony at the time you completed your programs. But I personally made a promise to many of you that when we could do so safely, we would hold an event that would allow you to walk across the stage and be recognized in front of your family and friends for your tremendous achievements. So I'm especially pleased to be able to share this time with you. It's not COVID. How many times have you heard that? It was both an honor and an oddly daunting task to be asked to speak to you today. What can I possibly tell you that faculty and families and your fellow students haven't already said? What advice could I give you that you haven't heard many times before? When I think of the nuggets I've retained from the dozens of commencement talks I've heard or read over the years, they're sort of strange and random bits. You know them. The famous remember to floss, or various versions of get regular exercise, or balance your checkbook. Really, that one is from my daughter's high school graduation. Set bodacious goals, and so on. Often they're in the form of a list. I decided today I'm not going to give you a list of things to remember. You probably wouldn't remember them anyway. But what I think you will remember is celebrating with your family and friends and fellow students here under the oaks. And that's as it should be. Instead, I'm going to reflect for just a bit on something I hope you will consider along with me. And that's how you make difficult decisions and how advice fits into that. And I may throw in a few examples of decisions made or not made from my own journey, but I'll try and keep that to a minimum. You've made many decisions without even thinking consciously about them. You decided to study for hours rather than go out with your friends, or maybe you didn't. You decided on courses you were going to take, and then on a major. And for some of you, then chose to apply to a graduate or professional program. But all of you, each and every one, chose to complete your very rigorous program, even during a pandemic, when you were forced to distance yourself from your friends and teachers, and often find your own way through to completion of your degrees to a greater extent than those who went before you. Sometimes you did so upon the advice or even urging of a parent or a teacher, or other times as a result of motives that were purely your own. All of these decisions, large and small, led you to the path you're now following, and many of them had fairly obvious best choices. But every now and then, you're faced with tougher decisions, ones where you can compile arguments on both sides for multiple options. Perhaps for you, staying in school during a pandemic was one of these. People have various ways of tackling such major decisions. Sometimes they make lists of pros and cons of each one. Others make trial decisions and sleep on it and see if it feels good the next day, while others discuss them at length, rolling them over for reasons to choose one path or another. You probably know people who do it that way. I want to give you 3 bits of advice about those major decisions. And I know I said no list, so just consider them parts of a whole. The first is to trust your instincts, even if they contradict strong advice. By all means, listen to input from the people who are knowledgeable and who care about you, and weigh how it applies to your particular situation at the moment. But in the end, whatever your process, you will probably have a hunch, a feeling, a sense of which path you prefer. That may be based on experience, or your sense of right and wrong, or your desire to attain a certain goal, or even simply because it's the choice that excites you the most. Listen to those instincts. They're valid. And although taking that path isn't a guarantee of a perfect outcome, in my experience, not following your instincts is almost certainly going to lead to struggle and regret. And in some cases, it will be something you will need to unwind because it's counter to who you are. Second, important aspect of successful decision-making that I wish I had learned decades ago, much earlier in life, and that's not to second-guess yourself down the road. Trust that you made the best decision with the information that you had at the time, even if later things come to light that might have led you to a different course. Making course corrections is fine. If you need to, do so. But don't beat yourself up for having dealt with the original choice the best way you could at that time. I believe this is especially true when you're dealing with major life decisions or those that affect other people, your patients, your students, your work colleagues, your children, or your significant others. One of the acute dilemmas that serious, busy, dedicated people inevitably face is the sense that you are not giving enough of yourself to any one aspect of your life. Your job, your significant other, your children, your community. Your generation sometimes talks about work-life balance. This is probably a healthy evolution. It's an expression that didn't exist in my day. As a woman in chemistry or anyone in a position that was hard-won, there was only one choice, and that was going all in. You had to prove yourself that you were worthy. Personal lives were supposed to come later, if at all. Many still experience this today, especially when you are in the first wave of pioneers in an area, whether it's due to color, gender, or other characteristics unrelated to your ability to do the job, or just certain professions whose culture has not evolved quite as quickly. I once had a professor ask me if I realized that I was taking the place of a man. I was a pregnant graduate student at the time, and to him that meant I would automatically resign. I told him with more puzzlement than anger that no, I hadn't planned to resign. I confess that one of my greatest moments of satisfaction was a few months later when I walked down to the front of a very large auditorium to pick up my final exam from him in his notoriously difficult enzyme kinetics class, just before my daughter was born, and saw that I had an A on the exam. At that time, I had no idea what I didn't know, what it would be like to take qualifying exams with having been up all night with a teething baby, what challenges one faced with student stipends and finding childcare, how stressful it was to juggle their school and athletic events with your own classes in teaching and research. Perhaps it's best if you don't always have all the information when you make those big decisions. But it doesn't mean it was the wrong decision. So try not to be too hard on yourself. All those people and institutions whom you worry don't have enough of you will cherish the time they do have if you are there and listening to them when you are available. And they will mostly understand that the work or the studies you are undertaking is consuming and worthwhile. And in the end, most of them will respect you for taking it seriously. Finally, pass on what you have learned and the opportunities that made it possible. But first, go back, if you can, and thank those who were a significant force in shaping you, even if you didn't realize it at the time. Perhaps you didn't realize it until years later, and there's a good chance that they were not aware of it either. They were just doing their job. And then, after thanking them, please try to play the same role for those coming behind you. It may be a little hard to picture right now, but the time will come when you are accomplished and in a position to help others. I went to graduate school solely because the faculty of the chemistry department of my small undergraduate liberal arts college believed that I should. But shortly after starting graduate school, I found that I needed to work instead in order to send money to my grandmother. I approached my faculty advisor, in whose lab I had been working for only a summer, and I told him, well, I need to take a year's leave of absence and to get a job. And by the way, did he happen to know of any labs that needed a technician? First, he looked at me sternly and he asked if he could change my mind. And I said no. He said, well, in fact, he needed a technician. He hired me on the spot, and I kept on doing the same virus experiments that I had been doing all summer. A year later, he stuck a piece of paper under my nose and said, sign this. And I said, what is it? And he said, it's your readmission to grad school. 1 year is up. And I received my PhD 3 years later. That was the kind of help and support I received at virtually every critical turn in my professional life, whether it was accepting the faculty position in microbiology at OHSU, working while on sabbatical in a biotech firm making vaccines, being appointed OHSU's vice president and provost with no prior official administrative experience, and then doing it for 20 years, or coming to Pacific and being allowed the great privilege of serving here as your president for the last 13 years. None of those were planned on my part, but rather were paths shown to me by others. My only contribution was having the good sense to make the decision to listen and to take a chance on a pathway that I hadn't previously considered, but it felt right. So be creative. When you're in a position to help others with their educational goals, go all in. I always start with my extended family members by paying their car insurance or providing a rent-free room in our house, and later, as I was able, helping with tuition and room and board. Sometimes it's just listening to their stories, the choices they are trying to make, and the things that excite them, just as others have done for you. Your parents' generation coined the phrase, paying it forward. My version of that was the result of the encouragement of my science teachers in high school, but more critically, the help I had as an undergrad. So many people in the college were my friends. A custodian even managed to sneak me into an empty dorm one Christmas break when I didn't have a place to stay. My senior year, the dean of women, yes, there was such a thing, even paid for a dress so that I could go to a senior dance, which I had not been planning to attend. We had things like that in those days. Every year, my advisors and faculty helped me find yet another job on top of my scholarship so that I could stay in school. Not only did these jobs help financially, but whether it was tutoring or running assays or sterilizing glassware in a lab, they also reinforced the education I received. I know that many of you have experienced similar support from the faculty and staff here at Pacific. And I hope that your own educational experience and the pathways you have chosen will lead you to feel a powerful motivation to help others as they find their educational pathways. So, my wish for you is that you make the best decisions you can in the moment. Don't look back and go easy on yourself, and believe in the power of your own education to impact the world around you for the better. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Not time to sit yet, President Halleck. Come here. She doesn't know this. John Maxwell said, before you are a leader, success is about growing yourself. And in your case, a couple humans, too. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. I've had several moments where you and I have had very poignant moments in this pretty unique transition. And I have moments to reflect back of how you have grown so many of us that are here today. There's been many moments in just a month and a half where I've recognized maybe there'll be a few challenges, I call them opportunities, and I have met them and said them, let me carry the heavy so you all can fly. The reason why I feel that I'm ready and able to do that is because I had a great mentor and a role model, someone who's shown me that I can carry the heavy with grace. I can worry behind the scenes for hours and hours and hours, but at the end of the day, a day like this makes it worth it. So Leslie, on behalf of the almost 32,000 alumni at Pacific University, I want to thank you for enhancing the value of our degrees by creating all of the new paths along which we have grown. We're going to miss you dearly, and I'm very grateful for all you have done.
And President Halleck, allow me to add my thanks to your leadership, your mentorship, and your inspiring words today. And now for the presentation of our alumni. President Coyle, I am pleased to present the alumni who completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and were recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive a bachelor's degree in 2020. Will the alumni of 2020 who earned a bachelor's degree please stand?
On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Pacific University, I want to congratulate you for earning your bachelor degrees in each of your respective areas. Please come forward to be recognized for your academic accomplishments.
Congratulations. I now call on Dr. Scott Toomey to read the names of these alumni.
Kyra Bird. Jessica Allen. Emily Pliquet. Michaela Crowling. Carla Cordova Nicholas. Haley Dellinger. Sarah Smith. Fernando Aguilar Roman. Jack Craig. Janice Parks. Kaylee Frazier. Catherine Tran. Sagnik Badra. Alan Tran. Brandon Allen Galang. Cecilia Mazari Maciel. Luke Davis. Anita Ko. Okay. Jolene Gower. Cullen Dallas. Delaney Dallas. Michael Bentz. Caitlin McAllister. Jasmine Swangel. Brittany Sasaki Walker. Tyler Dunn. Jacob Weiss. Frederick Kernagan. I'm getting verklempt up here, okay? Emma Iger. Callista Counts. Emily Rielman. Mari Leslie. Jay Adams. Connor Evans. Christopher Abosamra. Stacy Storecker. Lauren Maland. Jamie Stalder. Haley Kinney. Kimberlyn Bush. Carly Poe. Amber Smith. Keon Kanetani. Jason Hurst. Rowan Rankin. Mercedes Schmeling. Megan McKinney. Courtney Olson. Brianna Finau. Jessica Braun. Alessandra Govi. Natalie Lau. Katie Ann Ramos. Paul Anthony Ward. Allison Sam. Michaela Nash. Michaela Nash. Kim Kuong Tran. Ian Morford.
Let's applaud these graduates one more time. President Coyle, I'm pleased to present the alumni who completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and were recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive a master's degree in 2020. Will the alumni of 2020 who earned a master's degree please stand?
On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Pacific University, I want to congratulate you for earning your master's degree in each of your respective areas. Please come forward to be recognized for your academic accomplishment.
And congratulations. For those alumni who brought their hoods, please pause at the center of the stage so that you can be hooded by your dean or faculty representative.
Alexandra Pardico, a master's degree, School of Graduate Psychology. Shannon Hughes, Master of Arts, School of Graduate Psychology. William Bunnett, School of Graduate Psychology. Lainey Holtgriff, College of Arts and Sciences, master's degree. Okay. Julia Fishwick, master's degree, College of Arts and Sciences. Emily Spruill, master's degree, School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Robin Weaver, master's degree, School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Nicole Montero, Master of Arts in Teaching, College of Education.
You may now applaud the 2020 master's degree alumni. President Coyle, I am pleased to present the alumni who completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and were recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive a doctorate degree in 2020. Will the alumni of 2020 who earned a doctorate degree please stand?
On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Pacific University, I want to congratulate you for earning your doctorate degree in each of your respective areas. Please come forward to be recognized for your academic accomplishment. Under the bells.
For those students who brought their hoods, please pause at the center of the stage so that you can be hooded by your dean or faculty representative.
Judy Moa, doctoral degree, School of Pharmacy. Consuelo Perez, doctoral degree, School of Audiology. Carrie Ehlers, doctoral degree, School of Graduate Psychology. Emily and Jacob Lehman, doctoral degrees, School of Graduate Psychology. Devin Fields, doctoral degree, School of Graduate Psychology. Carly McCoy, doctoral degree, School of Graduate Psychology. Laura DeWurst, doctoral degree, School of Graduate Psychology. Irisa Grimes, doctoral degree, School of Occupational Therapy. Thomas Lamar, doctoral degree, School of Graduate Psychology.
All right, let's applaud these alumni. President Coyle, I am pleased to present the alumni who completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and were recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive a bachelor's degree in 2021. Will the alumni of 2021 who earned a bachelor's degree please stand?
On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Pacific University, I want to congratulate you for earning your bachelor's degree in each of your respective areas. Please come forward to be recognized for your academic accomplishment.
Congratulations, and now please come forward to be recognized.
Simon Fields. Allison Treadway. Jessica Monye Perez. Xochitl Ponce. Maria Elias Rangel. Karis Chen. Ciara Greason. Ashley Johnson. Jillian Nelson. Guadalupe Flores. Caitlin Pang. Salina Tanuri. Bailey Taeza. Sienna Brown. Carla Kupa Barron. Janet Silva Villanueva. Bob Sagers. Yeah, I will. Bob Stevens. Bob, no, I'm just kidding. Christopher Walker. Rebecca Rustand. Olivia Chow. Elijah Pine. Isabella McKilvina. Joaquin Lopez. Michael Timmerman. Braden Baker. Cal McCarthy. Chelsea Abergas. Therese De Bartolo. Leona Petlevsky. Keegan Weiss. Alexia Lucy. Lillian Meek.
And now let's applaud these alumni once more. Congratulations. And you may be seated. President Coyle, I'm pleased to present the alumni who completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and were recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive a master's degree in 2021. Will the alumni of 2021 who earned a master's degree please stand?
On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Pacific University, I want to congratulate you for earning your master's degree in each of your respective areas. Please come forward to be recognized for your academic accomplishment.
And congratulations. For those who brought their hoods, please pause at the center of the stage so you can be hooded by your dean.
Pamela Rasmussen, Master of Teaching, Special Education. Tyler Carey, Master's Degree, College of Education. Danya Rabadan, Master's Degree, School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Cassandra Pena, Master's Degree, School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. This is a double whammy. Andrea Cruz Solis, Bachelor's Degree and also Master's Degree from the College of Education. Leanne Edens, Master of Arts in Teaching, College of Education. Catherine Murray, Master's Degree, College of Education. Michelle Machado, Master's Degree, College of Education.
And let's applaud these alumni. President Coyle, I'm pleased to present the alumni who completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and were recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive a doctorate degree in 2021. Will the alumni of 2021 who earned a doctorate degree please stand?
On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Pacific University, I want to congratulate you for earning your doctorate degree in each of your respective areas. Please come forward to be recognized for your academic accomplishment.
And I see you each brought your hoods, so please pause to be hooded by your dean.
Andrea Sterry, Doctoral Degree, School of Pharmacy. Sydney Zamora, Doctoral Degree, School of Physical Therapy.
And let's applaud these alumni.
Congratulations to all our alumni on this significant achievement. We're very proud of you. We can't say that enough, and we mean that from the bottom of our hearts. And we're incredibly proud of all of your accomplishments, both as your time when you were here as a student, but all that you've done in the last year or two as well. So we're proud of what your degrees represent. And to all of our guests, especially families and friends, thank you for being here today to share in this special celebration. And now, please join me in one more round of applause for all of our talented and dedicated alumni.
Oh, congratulations again on achieving this milestone. For those alumni who graduated with undergraduate degrees and would like to sign out of the enrollment book and ring the bell in Old College Hall.
Boxer's there too.
Say that again.
Boxer's may be there too.
Boxer may be there. You may know what that means, right? Under strict security. Please join us, right, immediately following today's ceremony for an opportunity to participate in our sign, shake, and ring tradition. So this concludes our ceremony. A video of today's event will be available on the university's commencement website later today. We now ask the audience to please stay seated until our graduates and faculty members complete the recessional. Again, thank you for being here. Enjoy your day and safe travels.